Welcome back to Hey Alexa. I'm Michelle, and this week, Ryan is feeling a little under the weather, so he's going to be resting. We're a millennial couple that's doing our best to pay off debt so that we can live our dream life. And something that we've always dreamed of doing is backpacking. And this is our first backpacking trip, and here are a few of the lessons that we learned.
All my thoughts are running around inside my head. Emotions keep coming, they're keeping me from thinking straight. Thought it would be different when I got my things in place. Stuck in this commotion, how come I ain't past this yet?
Number 1, leave early. So we have some friends who got us into the idea of doing a one-nighter. You leave early in the day, you go hike the trail, then you spend the night, get up, and hike back out of camp so that you can go back to your car and be on your merry way. It's the perfect weekend backpacking trip, and that was basically our plan, except for we didn't leave our apartment until close to 5:30. All right, are your packs on? We have a coffee in hand because we're heading out really late. We're about to do a night hike, I think. First backpacking trip and a night hike. How do you feel about that? Because I don't. Which means we got there right at sunset because we got there right at 7, and that was one of our first mistakes. Number 2, stay out of the news. I love to watch YouTubers, particularly YouTubers all about hiking and backpacking. And one of the things that I found very, very uncomfortable was the Brian Laundrie whole story.
We covered the Petito and Laundrie case for weeks. It's now been more than 2 months since that case garnered attention, not only here on the Sun Coast, but all over the world.
I really couldn't calm down. I really felt like, even though we're in Indiana, honestly, I felt like he could be lurking in any small crevice anywhere behind a tree. And I was really, really, really just nervous and scared. And it made me a bit uneasy the whole drive, when normally I'm very excited to go out and go camping and be in nature. Number 3, pack it in when necessary. So one of the things that we saw was, clearly it was dark. We didn't know where we were going. So I think the lesson we've learned here is we should have come out here earlier, which we kind of had a feeling might have happened. So to catch up to speed, we did start on the trail, on Low Gap Trail, but we couldn't figure out where we were supposed to go. I'm sure that it's marked really well, but we just couldn't figure it out. And everything just looked like a new turn. And so instead, we decided to go up the road a little bit, and we're at a car camping site, like a family campsite. So we are making that home for the night. And there were guns, so many guns. It turns out that it's hunting season, and you have to be in a certain spot in the different campgrounds, and we really didn't know that. So that was a little intimidating and quite scary, being that, you can imagine it was dark, it was loud, there was a lot going on. Oh, and Ryan's flashlight was dying, like his headlamp. Number 4 is bring some avocados. Although we camped out, and we did more of a family campground style camping this time, so like car camping, we still used our backpacks, and we also just used the food that we had. We didn't bring anything else with us, so it wasn't like we were able to just magically make a fire happen, although I'm sure there'll be clip after clip of us trying. Hey, why are you upset? Why'd the fire go out?
Because I put it out on accident.
Because we did try for a solid 2 hours to make a fire. The avocados just warmed our souls and made us feel like, we were having that luxury camping experience that car camping typically is. The 5th thing we would say is to be resourceful. We really wanted a fire, and we could have brought firewood. We did bring some fire starters, and so we had some newspaper and some different things, and it was really just a fun adventure to try to have something because it was cold and we just wanted to sit and relax by the fire. And since we weren't completely in the backcountry, we were able to do that with a fire ring, although I will say the wood was pretty wet. So just be resourceful and use what you have. So I don't know that I would consider us backpackers quite yet. We honestly didn't do a great job with backpacking, but it wasn't an unsuccessful trip. We were really able to learn quite a bit, and we got out and we tried something new, and it was a little bit of a flop, but it was lessons learned. We learned that we absolutely need hiking gear. We learned what we didn't need to take with us, and we also learned that the journey is what it's all about at the end of the day. We are excited to be getting some hiker-friendly clothing, which is not this. This is my work clothes. But we're excited to get some like hiker-friendly clothing, and we tested out the tent again and saw that like maybe we really do need more space. And that's okay. That's what these trips are for. And they just make us a little bit more excited for the next backpacking trip. And don't worry, you guys, there will be another backpacking trip. This was just the first of many, and we're so excited to see how they go. So if you found this at all helpful, hopefully you can learn from some of our lessons, or take some of the lessons that we learned and don't do them so that you guys don't have to. That still sounds silly. Yeah, that's it for this video. We're gonna pop in some clips of everything we did do and all of the different little clips that we had while we were vlogging, but we hope that this was an enjoyable video, and hopefully next week Ryan will be right beside me feeling much better. I hope that you guys have a great day, and we have an exciting announcement next week, so stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful or enjoyed the video at all, please consider subscribing to our channel. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which we do know is very short. It's a very short time frame for us to reach that goal, and we would be super excited if you could help us get there. If you haven't seen, we also have a whole video series for our camping leading up to this camping backpacking trip. Feel free to check them out. We'll link them down below. And we're also sending out holiday cards. So if you want to get a holiday card from us, please let us know. We'll link that in the description box below. We're so excited to have you, and we hope that you are well. If no one has told you recently, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to budget wisely and compromise kindly. Bye, you guys. Alright, gang, so we just made it to Low Gap. The trailhead is right here, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. I think we're gonna just try to like hike just a little ways, and then once we get kind of in a place where we can like set up camp, we're gonna do that and eat, and hope for the best.
This is an Ellie bear in her natural habitat.
And then Thor decides to take out the log, like out of the fire, and I wish that it wasn't pitch black so I could show you.
What's Michelle up to now?